Imagine being transported to the world of Pokemon by God?
You have 100 days to become the strongest Pokemon trainer. I'll be waiting.
What the? Where am I? Oh, Luke. Hey, you're here too.
Sen, it looks like Arceus teleported us here. This is like a weird isekai. Anyway, it appears we've both got our starter Pokemon. So obviously, we gotta see who's the better trainer.
It was time for my first Pokemon battle. I have a Cyndaquil as my partner Pokemon, which is great and all, but it turns out Froakie knows Bubble. So it swiftly beat my Cyndaquil.
That was too easy. Guess I'm already the greatest Pokemon trainer.
I'll definitely beat you next time, Luke. I headed off to look for a Poké Center, but I ended up finding a Team Rocket grunt instead.
Hey you! Cough up your Pokemon now, or else.
Huh? I'm not gonna give you my Cyndaquil. He's hurt and he needs a Poké Center.
Blah blah blah, whatever. I warned you.
Whoa, easy there. Huh? No, 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 no! I landed far away and lost my Cyndaquil during the explosion. I'll have to find Team Rocket to get him back.
Did you lose your partner Pokemon already?
Kinda, I guess.
Unbelievable. Fine. Take this Bidoof and search for your Cyndaquil.
I won't let you down again. See you on day 100. I started collecting wood in the nearby forest and picked any apricorns or berries that I could find. I made a wooden pickaxe, mined some stone, and then made myself some stone tools. I battled my first wild Pokemon with Bidoof. She tackled the Weedle so hard it stopped existing. I mined some coal, some iron, and some fancy crystals. To end off my first day, I tried fighting an Oddish, but it got my Bidoof really low, so I ended up running away. On days 2 to 3, I collected some berries. I was hoping to find one that could heal Bidoof, or a Poké Center would be amazing. I didn't find anything close by, so I made a boat and set off on an adventure. I spotted a Keldeo by a river. I had no way of catching it yet, so I headed into a nearby cave and started mining. I made myself an iron pickaxe and I had a simple goal in mind. I'll gather the materials to make my own healer. I mined some bauxite, lapis, and diamonds. I had everything I needed to make a healer, so I cleared out a space for my base. On days 4 to 7, I went to gather some building materials. I grabbed some wood, sand, and stone. Once I had enough resources, I started building up my new home. I made an anvil and a hammer, which can be used to smash aluminum bars into plates. I then used them to make the healer. I could finally heal my Bidoof. My journey was truly about to begin. I ran out and tackled a bunch of Pokemon. I grinded for a while until Bidoof got to level 9 and learned Rollout. Days 8 to 10, I decided to make myself some Pokeballs. To do this, I had to use my anvil again. I forged the balls into the correct shape and ended up with 5 Pokeballs. I carried on training with Bidoof and went in search of a village. There's gotta be one around here somewhere. I collected some apricorns along the way and of course battled some more Pokemon. Bidoof leveled up to level 13 and learned Headbutt. I travelled far and wide and eventually I arrived at a gym town. Can't wait to challenge that psychic gym. Nurse Joy healed my Pokemon and I borrowed some potions from a chest in the Poké Center.
Excuse me. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? Return to me when you beat the gym. I may be able to help you find your lost friend.
Does he mean Cyndaquil? Well, before I can beat the gym, I collected some leather from the nearby Centrets. Bidoof grew to level 15 and evolved into Bibarel. She learnt Water Gun, which is amazing. I started to head back home and found a boat which had some fishing rods, a mystic water item, and some pearls inside. On days 11 to 12, I found myself a shiny Milcery. My Bibarel was too strong to weaken it safely, so I tried throwing Pokeballs at it. I had 1 Pokeball left. This was my last shot. But before that Pokeball starts shaking, let me tell you about today's sponsor. Monster Legends is an amazing free-to-play battle RPG game for iOS and Android. There are over 900 monsters to collect, with new monsters coming every week. Or one shake. In Monster Legends, you can train your monsters to boost their power. Breed them together to create brand new species and battle against other monster masters in real-time live duels, or against other players where you can prove to the world that your team is the strongest. 2 shakes! Monster Legends recently released a brand new era in game called the Blossom Era. It's focused on the awakening of the beautiful forces of nature. I love how these monsters look and definitely want to get some of them on my team. You like YouTube, right? Well, you're in luck because on YouTuber Island you can find monsters that are created in collaboration with some of the biggest YouTubers. It almost sounds like a dream. 3 shakes! You can download this incredible game by clicking the link down in the description or using the QR code on the screen. Once downloaded, you'll get 300,000 gold, 50,000 food, 10 gems, and the epic monster Kaori. But act quick because this is a limited time offer, so make sure you download the game and claim your rewards. Yes! I caught the shiny! Let's go! She was holding a star sweet, which I'll make use of later. I started the long run back home. Along the way, I switch trained my Milcery and found out that Rolly Collie drops blaze powder, which is pretty neat. I arrived back home and made myself some old running shoes and then got to work on crafting 15 more Pokeballs. I did a little dance for my Milcery and she evolved into Alcremie. Shiny Alcremie looks so cute. On day 13, I headed back towards the gym. Along the way, I beat up a bunch of sheep Pokemon and collected their wool. I used the wool to craft a sleeping bag for on-the-go naps. I found a level 24 Deerling, which I weakened and then caught. He knew Feint Attack, which would be useful in the Psychic Gym. I instantly got to test my new Deerling's battle prowess against the trainer. That's when I learned that High Jump Kick is a dangerous move. Days 14 to 15, I was ready to challenge the first gym. There were invisible walls inside that made it tough to navigate, but I found my way through, beating every trainer that stood in my way. They gave me some excellent experience. I then finally made it to the gym leader. He dynamaxed his Chingling, which I wasn't expecting. To be honest, he wasted his dynamax by stalling me with max guard. Eventually, Bibarel was able to land a few headbutts and we KO'd his first Pokemon. Next up was Wobbuffet. He was trickier than I first imagined. He used Counter, which did insane damage, and he KO'd my Bibarel. But he wasn't ready for my Deerling. Using Feint Attack, I was able to sweep the rest of his team. Well, except for this one Drowsy, but he got KO'd eventually. I got my first gym badge for beating the gym. The next day, I showed my gym badge to the monk.
Ah, well done. But I'm afraid the answers you seek aren't here. Instead, search for the police in a village nearby.
As I set off to find the police officer, I bumped into Luke.
Hello again, Sen. I see you beat the first gym as well. Let's see if you're any stronger then.
I was ready for Luke this time. My Alcremie used Sweet Kiss to confuse his frog and then took it out with Draining Kiss on the next turn.
Wait, where's your Cyndaquil? What? It was stolen? Wow, man, that sucks. Totally not my problem.
His Luxio got taken out by my Deerling, and then Bibarel finished off his Munchlax. Luke teleported out of there so quick. On days 17 to 19, I made my way to the other village. I took the potions and revives from the Poké Center and then found the police officer I needed. Excuse me, Team Rocket stole my Pokemon. What's all this then? Team Rocket? I heard they're using an abandoned tower as a base. I'd love to help you, but I'd need a warrant for that. I took the law into my own hands and found Team Rocket's base. They were prepared for trouble, but my Bibarel easily defeated the first grunt. I headed upstairs and that's when I saw him, the grunt who stole my Cyndaquil. Hey you, give me back my partner.
Oh, it's you again. Did you bring some more Pokemon for me to steal?
This time I could actually battle him. My Pokemon were all amazing, knocking out all of that jerk's Pokemon. Oh, he dropped a Pokeball. Cyndaquil. Oh my god, it's so good to have you back, buddy. Cyndaquil needs a lot of training. Now that we're reunited, it's time to show him how I've grown as a Pokemon trainer. While training, I also caught this adorable Zorua, and my Cyndaquil leveled up to level 14 and evolved into Quilava. To end off day 19, I made myself a badge case to store all my future gym badges. Day 20 to 21, I mined some Thunderstone shards, crafted them into a Thunderstone, and then started making parts for a bicycle. Walking around everywhere was taking way too long. I needed some more materials to make the wheels, so I went mining again. I got a bunch of bauxite and some silicon. After smelting the silicon into blobs, I was able to make 2 wheels and finish off my bicycle. As I left my house to try out my new ride, I spotted a Team Rocket grunt. What are you doing outside my house?
I've tracked you down, and now I'm here to take all of your Pokemon.
Of course, I had to battle another Team Rocket grunt. I wonder if they harass everyone. Bibarel fainted their Arbok, and then Quilava roasted their Coffin and Rattata. On days 22 to 24, I zoomed around the world looking for my next adventure. I got hungry and stopped to do a little fishing. Water-type Pokemon drop fish when you faint them, so I made sure to beat a bunch. I slept under the stars to heal up my Pokemon, and in the morning, I noticed an interesting sight across the water. How can I get over there quickly?
Hello?
Huh?
Do you need to cross the lake? Why don't you try using your Pokemon? If you show them lots of love, they will definitely be happy to help you.
The mysterious girl was right. My Bibarel surfed the whole way across the lake happily. On the other side, I found a Swablu. This cloud bird Pokemon was the next addition to my team. On days 25 to 26, me and Bibarel rode around looking for trainers to challenge. I found one in a forest. My team was much stronger than hers, so the battle was over quickly. Close by, I found another trainer to challenge. I've got 100 days to become the strongest Pokemon trainer, so I need to win as many fights as I can. Later on, I found a Poplio. I weakened it slightly and caught it. He'll be an important member of my team later on. I then travelled a long way and eventually arrived at the second gym's village. Before confronting the gym, I popped in to visit the town's professor.
I need your help, trainer. I found this strange star and I want you to research it. I need you to battle a lot of Pokemon and catch a bunch as well. If the star changes at all, come back to me.
On day 27, I challenged the second gym. It was a steel-type gym, so Quilava did extremely well here. After beating the 4 trainers, I moved on to the leader. He instantly dynamaxed his Pokemon and stalled me out with max guards again, and then switched into Mavile, which destroyed my Zorua. Dealing managed to sweep the rest of his team. Using Giga Drain and High Jump Kick, my little deer showed them who's boss. I collected the mineral badge and then headed out to start researching the fallen star. I battled a lot of Pokemon and found a really cute Applin, which I definitely want on my team, so I caught it. Later on, I found an experience share, which is going to make leveling up my Pokemon so much easier. I then continued battling Pokemon. A lot of Pokemon. My Zorora evolved into Zoroark and learned Night Slash, which is a strong dark move. Next up, I grabbed a bunch of apricorns and found the next gym village. There was a trainer there that wanted to battle. He had a full team of starter Pokemon, but I had a counter for each one, so I won the battle easily. On days 33 to 36, I was back at home making a lot of Pokeballs to carry on with the Fallen Star quest. I then started catching all types of Pokemon. I caught so many that my Swablu evolved into Altaria. I was also able to take to the skies for the first time. It felt so amazing to fly. Days 37 to 40, I took some books from Pokemarts and Pokecenters when I was suddenly stopped by a punk. Hey man, you gotta help me. My Pokemon was stolen by Team Rocket. I set out straight away to find Team Rocket. They're always hanging around strange spots. I quickly defeated the first 2 grunts and then found the main culprit. You again. Give me back that punk's Pokemon.
Hope you're prepared for trouble.
I've battled this grunt too many times. Quilava defeated his Oddish, Altaria took out his Arbok and Grimer, leaving Deerling to finish off his Meowth. As the grunt blasted off, he dropped a Pokeball. It must be that punk's Pokemon. Here you go, buddy. Take good care of him. Oh, thank you so much. Later on, the professor told me to carry on my research.
You will need to battle trainers next. After that, the star will be ready.
I headed back home and made a PC. It was time to let Bibarel rest. I decided to add Poplio to my team. I gave him the experience share and then set out to take on as many trainers as I could. My Quilava evolved into Typhlosion and my Poplio evolved into a bigger clown. I then spent some time battling max raid dens. There were some interesting Pokemon in there like this Cranidos, and the drops were pretty sweet. I got experience candies and Dynamax candies. On days 41 to 43, I went back into the caves to do some mining. I got some diamonds, lapis, silicone, iron, gold, and obsidian. I used this to make an enchanting table and some bookshelves. I then enchanted my diamond pickaxe and made a diamond hammer. I love getting all these upgrades. On day 44 to 46, Luke paid me a visit.
Sen, I heard you got your Pokemon back from Team Rocket. I've been tracking them. They're stealing loads of Pokemon. We do need to figure out what they're up to. But first, how about I smash you in a friendly battle?
My rival's Greninja got one shot by my Alcreme's Dazzling Gleam. Dragonair suffered the same fate and then he brought out his tank. His Snorlax heavy slammed my Zoroark into the afterlife, but my Swordsbuck managed to feint him. His Luxray was his last Pokemon, which also fell to my Swordsbuck. After that, I found something sus. Knocked out a bunch of Pokemon in the desert until my Brioni evolved into Primarina. With my powerful water-type Pokemon ready, I set back off towards the fire gym. Along the way, I made the most important stop of the video. This Corvisquire will play an important role later on. I eventually made it to the fire gym. It was filled with lava, which was pretty scary, but I swiftly extinguished all of the trainers in the gym, earning some great experience for my team. And then I challenged the gym leader. He dynamaxed his Ponyta and stalled me with max guard. Why do they all do this? My Primarina took out the Ponyta once Dynamax ended, and then proceeded to beat up the Magmar. Alcremie took out the Pignite with Draining Kiss, and my Typhlosion got headbutted by a Dragon Dancing Charmeleon. Alcremie then proceeded to wipe the rest of his team with Dazzling Gleam. That move is so good. I collected my Volcano badge and then headed to a nearby village. I yoinked the obsidian from the blacksmith chest and then went surfing with Primarina. I wanted to find some fossils, and apparently the ocean is the easiest place to find them. I mined 2 of them and then fought a few swimmers on the way home. I still need to power up my Fallen Star, so I challenged any trainers I saw. Back at base, I made all of the materials I needed to craft a fossil cleaner and a fossil machine. Using the cleaner, I was able to identify the fossils I collected. I ended up putting a claw fossil in the machine to extract its DNA. On days 51 to 54, I decided to add Cranidos to my team because it knew Headbutt. I got him to headbutt trees as I was searching for more applins. I wanted to find an applin that had good defensive stats and one that was holding a sweet apple. The first appling I found had a sweet apple, which was so lucky, but I wanted to find the perfect apple for my team. So I headed out to a roofed forest biome and caught all of the applins I could find. Eventually, I found one that I was happy with. So I fed it the sweet apple and it evolved into Appleton. I love how adorable this apple pie looks. And it learned Leech Seed, which is an amazing move. To help level it up and to charge up my Fallen Star, I went out and defeated any trainer I could find. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh my, the star. Let me see that for a second. Amazing. Take this.
Oh, I got a Dynamax band? I can now Dynamax my Pokemon, which I tested out straight away. My giant Appleton looks insane. Days 55 to 57, I beat a Swirlix Max Raid Den and got a ranch upgrade. I wasn't sure what to do with the ranch upgrade, but then the mysterious Gale found me again.
Oh, you've got a ranch upgrade. Why don't you make a ranch? You can put Pokemon in there to breed them, and make sure you make the area cozy for them.
To make a ranch, I need to make a new PC, so I grabbed some redstone lamps, some obsidian, and then headed home. Along the way, I caught a Rockruff, and then I started forging aluminum plates. It's a tough job being a Pokemon trainer. I made the ranch block and got it placed outside near my base. Oh my god, that made me jump, Jesus. As Samantha said, you can place Pokemon in the ranch to breed. But before I do that, I want to check out the Nether. So I made myself a portal and went through. I was inside a closed off cave, so I mined my way out and made sure to grab any quartz along the way. I found some new Pokemon in the Nether, like this Salandit, an Impidimp, and a Morgrim, which I happily caught. Back in the overworld, I got a Duskull and a Ralts in the ranch to try my hand at breeding. But they need the perfect environment to help speed them along. So I made some quartz blocks, some bookshelves, collected a bunch of wool from sheep Pokemon, made a bunch of carpets, collected more quartz, and then found a Keldeo? I tried my hardest to catch this majestic Pokemon. I got it so low and paralyzed it, but it kept breaking out of my Pokeballs. And eventually, it took itself out with Takedown. What a sad day. Well, at least I can show you the monstrosity I created near my ranch. For some reason, the Pokemon like this? On days 63 to 65, I challenged the next gym. The trainers were starting to get much stronger and harder to beat with my team. I was even forced to Dynamax my Primarina against some of them. Which, I mean, it looks ridiculous. I'm sticking out of the building. In the end, I fell down this tunnel and made it to the gym leader. He was the last person standing in my way. We both Dynamaxed our Pokemon, and his Torterra one-hit KO my Primarina. My Typhlosion managed to damage it a little, but was quickly fainted as well. Torterra managed to beat 3 of my Pokemon before it got switched out for Nidoqueen, my biggest weakness. I had nothing to deal with this Poison Queen. She easily wiped the rest of my team. I tried to challenge the gym leader again, and again, and again, but he destroyed me every time. Day 66 to 70, it was time to change up my team. I added the Corvisquire that I caught earlier and headed out to catch an Esper. I wanted a fast psychic Pokemon that could deal with those pesky poison types. My team was complete. All I needed to do now was train up my new friends and bounce back even stronger than before. So I went out and battled a horde of Pokemon, more and more. until eventually my Esper evolved into Meowstic and my Corvisquire evolved into Corviknight. But I wasn't done yet. Next up, I tackled max raid dens so I could get Dynamax and experience candies. I raised my Corviknight's Dynamax level to its limit, and I also made a lot of money from selling the TMs I got from the max raid dens. Day 71, my team was ready, so I challenged the gym leader once again. I Dynamaxed my Corviknight and he switched his Torterra out. My Dynamax was wasted, so I tried to set my Corviknight up so it could sweep. For some reason, the gym leader had the same idea as me and swaggered my Corviknight multiple times. Eventually, I was able to use Power Trip to one-hit KO the Nidoqueen, the Torterra, the Wormadam, the second Torterra, and the final Torterra. They were all fainted by my beautiful bird. I grabbed the Earth Badge and then rushed out to find the next gym. It's already day 72 and I haven't got long left until I have to face Arceus. So I rushed into the Rock Gym. This gym looks incredible and had so many trainers inside, which gave me a lot of experience. Luckily, my team could handle almost anything they threw at me, so clearing the trainers wasn't too difficult. After a little while, I made it to the top and found the gym leader. We both Dynamaxed our Pokemon. My max Steel Spikes hit, increasing my Corviknight's defense. My Primarina took out his Onix and then finished off his Rhydon. Meowstic took out Lunatone with Magical Leaf, and Primarina knocked out his Magcargo. Corviknight finished off his team with a Steel Wing, which secured me the Coal Badge. The next morning, I saw Luke near the gym.
Sen, I managed to find out where Team Rocket are. One of their commanders is transporting Pokemon in the Nether Fortress. I'll meet you there. Let's take them down.
I rushed back home and ran straight into my Nether portal. Luke was already there. He was battling a grunt.
Go on ahead. I've got this.
Luke had bought me some time, so I rushed through the fortress to find the commander. Wait, what's that over there? There was a strange machine hurling Pokeballs through a portal. How am I going to shut this down? Oh, there's a lever. I got to get up there fast. That's when I saw him. Commander Purple. Oh, you're here to stop the machine, eh? Well, you have to beat me and Chad first. Commander Purple mega evolved his Lopunny, which was a terrifying sight. It one-shot my Appleton and my Zoroark. My Meowstic managed to survive one hit but was taken out the next turn. My Typhlosion was also one hit KO'd. So I Dynamaxed my Primarina and managed to win the battle with Max Starfall. Chad, no! The boss isn't gonna be happy. He needs those Pokemon to fight God or something. This isn't over. I shut down that awful machine and told Commander Purple that I'll happily beat him again if he tries anything funny. On days 76 to 78, I challenged the next gym. I haven't got much time left to collect all 8 badges. I climbed the tree inside the gym, beating all of the trainers on my way up, until I eventually made it to the gym leader. I managed to one-shot his Bravery, but my Primarina was almost taken out. His Cypher fainted my Zoroark. I only had Corviknight left, so I used Hone Claws to increase my Pokemon's attack and accuracy, and then used Max Steel Spikes to increase my defense. After that, I used Max Airstream to increase my speed, and I was ready to sweep his team. Power Trip KO'd the Skarmory. Drill Peck defeated his next 2 Pokemon. Corviknight was unstoppable. He single-handedly defeated that gym. I collected the Feather Badge and bumped into Luke again.
Sen, Team Rocket have found Arceus. I heard their boss wants to use Arceus to change the world. One of us will need to find the stronghold and stop them. Let's see who's more fit for the job.
Luke Dynamaxed his Crocodile and one-hit KO my Meowstic. My Appleton managed to take down the Crocodile, but the Snorlax was up next. Snorlax fainted my Appleton, but he was defeated by my Zoroark. Next up was Luke's Greninja. I Dynamaxed my Corviknight, and after a couple of turns, I managed to knock out his Frog. His Luxray managed to get a lucky Paralyze off, and finished off my Corviknight, but my Typhlosion answered by roasting him. His last Pokemon was Dragonite. I used Smokescreen to lower its accuracy, and then Typhlosion got taken out by Aquatail. I wasn't scared though, because Primarina one-shot his Dragonite with Moonblast.
I lost. Fine, you head to the stronghold and stop Team Rocket. I'm gonna train my Pokemon.
On days 79 to 80, I made the long journey home. I stopped at max raid dens to level up my Pokemon and to collect Dynamax candies. I also found a very special item during a Rufflet max raid den, an ability patch. This item lets you change a Pokemon's ability to its hidden ability. I used it on Appleton to get the Thick Fat ability. I then made 8 Eyes of Ender and fed all of my Pokemon candies until my team were all level 61. Days 81 to 82, I set off to find the stronghold. Team Rocket's plans were about to be stopped. I broke in and found Commander Purple blocking the portal room. Ah, it's you again. My boss is about to confront Arceus, so I won't let you get in our way. Let's go, Chad! Commander Purple mega evolved his Lopunny once again, but this time I dynamaxed my Corviknight and was able to quickly destroy Chad with max airstream. But during the fight, Team Rocket's boss managed to slip away into the end. I better find Luke to help me. I shouldn't tackle this alone. On days 83 to 85, I made the incredibly long journey to the next gym. Days 86 to 87 were spent beating the trainers in the gym. It was a grass type gym, so it was pretty easy for me to get through. The gym leader looked really cursed. That's a face only a mother can love. His Dynamax Parasect managed to knock out my Meowstic, but I Dynamaxed my Typhlosion and was able to swiftly roast it. Typhlosion also cooked his Jumpluff, but things got slightly harder when he brought out his Executor. Corviknight managed to feint it in the end, but Shiftry was able to bring down my Iron Bird. Typhlosion managed to get revenge on the Shiftry, and Primarina sacrificed herself to revive Corviknight. We took down his Ludicolo, and all that stood in our way was his Roserade. Typhlosion managed to defeat her, finishing off this gym and winning us the Plant Badge. I now had 7 out of the 8 badges.
You've almost beat all the gyms. How exciting. Let me see what you've learned so far.
Samantha Dynamaxed her Charizard and it was level 76? This was going to be a tough battle. She quickly knocked out my Meowstic, my Zoroark, my Typhlosion, and Appleton? None of them could do anything. I Dynamaxed my Corviknight and used Max Airstream to increase my speed, and then Max Steel Spike to increase my defense. Corviknight was taken out, leaving it all down to my Primarina. He managed to take a hit and finished off her Charizard. After that tough battle, I made the long journey to the last gym. I stopped at any Max Raid dens I could find, and I saw some really cool Pokemon, like this little guy. Eventually, I arrived at the Ice Gym, and I prepared myself to take on my final gym challenge. I plowed through all of the trainers as quickly as I could. You get that snow pun? I just wanted to collect my last badge. The gym leader Dynamaxed his Walrein, but my Appleton managed to survive and planted a Leech Seed. My Appleton fought hard, but in the end he was taken out. This gym was tough. The gym leader kept switching out his Pokemon and took out a few of mine during the process. It was a long back and forth. He even exploded one of his Pokemon, which was insane. But in the end, Corviknight clutched us the win. I did it. I beat all 8 gym leaders. Luke was waiting for me outside the gym, so I told him what went down in the stronghold.
So Team Rocket's boss is confronting Arceus? Yeah, that doesn't sound great. We better head there and stop him now.
Days 92 to 93, I made the enormously long journey to the stronghold. Me and Corviknight went as fast as we could. While I travel, I just want to remind you to check out today's sponsor, Monster Legends. Download it with the link in the description, and let's get into the end. I made it. I saw where Team Rocket's boss tunneled out, so I headed up to look for Arceus. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Wait, Arceus! I ran straight towards them. I had to stop Team Rocket once and for all. This ends here. I won't let you use Arceus for whatever twisted plan you have.
You're that annoying trainer who's been messing with us, huh? Just hand over your team, kid. I'll be able to use them to weaken Arceus.
This was my chance to stop Team Rocket once and for all. Giovanni Dynamaxed his Camerupt, but my Meowstic survived the Max Flare. I switched in Primarina and had the upper hand. I knocked out his Camerupt, but was forced to switch when he brought out Crobat. His Crobat finished off Meowstic with Poison Fang, but I Dynamaxed my Corviknight and got revenge. He sent in Magmortar, but luckily Max Airstream managed to one-hit KO it. Next up was his Weezing that fell to my Corviknight. Primarina was there to finish off the battle, defeating Team Rocket's boss once and for all.
This won't be the last you see of Team Rocket.
He just disappeared. What the heck?
Sen, over here. Good job. Let me heal your Pokemon. Now, go face your final challenge. Do me proud.
I've done as you asked. I beat all the gyms and even stopped Team Rocket. I'm now the strongest Pokemon trainer.
Now, let me see if you're worthy.
My last fight is against God. What a strange world. My Appleton managed to survive one hit and planted a Leech Seed. The battle is already over. I used Protect to try and stall out God like the gym leaders had done to me previously, but he eventually took my Appleton down. He had 50% health left and one-shot my Meowstic. My Typhlosion managed to survive an attack and used Earthquake, dealing huge damage. My Zoroark got one shot, but my Primarina was able to finish off the battle with a couple of Moonblasts.
Sun pirates, You did well to beat me. I will now transport you to your next adventure as a shinobi. Believe it.
If you enjoyed this video, watch my Demon Slayer 100 Days next.